Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to swatch all of the Patrick Ta blushes and the limited edition face palettes so that you can get a better idea of what color you might want to pick up. I really enjoy the Patrick Ta blush formulas. The powder and cream can be used on top of each other however which way you would like, and it looks super stunning any way you use them. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Please subscribe if you have not already and you want to join me on my YouTube journey. I am so thankful for all of you and am really excited to try these on with you guys today. The Patrick Ta Major Beauty Headlines Double Take Cream and Powder Blushes are described as a compact with 2 complementary blush formulas that give you full, bold color, guaranteed to turn heads. The patented pigments mirror the skin's ceramide structure, ensuring adhesion, true color, and the most natural finish. Micronized pigments provide even, flawless payoff, a luminous finish, and extended wear, and the creamy emollient base flawlessly blends into skin, providing a dewy finish and locks in color for extended wear. This compact combines a pigmented, weightless powder paired with a hydrating, dewy cream designed to layer together for a bold, dimensional finish. The first 4 shades that Patrick Ta came out with for the Double Take Cream and Powder Blush duos are She's So LA, Oh She's Different, Do We Know Her, and She's That Girl. Then Patrick Ta came out with the blush palette for the holidays in 2021, and that was She's a Doll, She's Vibrant, and She's Baked. And then each of those were then added to the permanent collection. I will be swatching the little palette that I got for the holidays, but these are available in the full-size blushes as well. And then I have this year's palette, which is the Major Headlines Blush Palette Volume 2 with Giving Flirty, Giving Sun-Kissed, and Giving Glossy. And this formula is different than the regular formula. There is shimmer included in each of these powders and creams, and they are not nearly as pigmented as the regular line blushes. So definitely keep that in mind. Right off the bat from swatching and trying these, I would recommend the regular line blushes first before the holiday palette for 2022. What I really love about this palette is that it can work on many different skin tones. The new one this year is just not going to work on as many skin tones. The top palette is the 2021 and the bottom is the 2022 palette. I think that the top palette is just going to work for way more skin tones, plus it's way more pigmented. The bottom one has a lot less pigment, even though they kind of look a little similar here on camera, but they're not going to build up the same on the face. So if you have a deeper skin tone, I would recommend picking up the individuals of the colors that you like from this palette instead of getting the 2022 palette. This is one of the few products where they actually recommend putting the cream over top of the powder. So normally, you would put down your creams first and then set with powder. However, I do agree that this formula works best with the cream over top of the powder because it does allow that dewy finish to come through. But you can use these however you like. You can use just the powder, you can use just the cream. I use just the cream a lot, but my favorite is the powder topped with the cream. So I think what I'm going to do today is swatch the powder on one side, the cream on the other, and then top them with their opposite so that you can see how every single thing looks in all of these shades. My favorite shade out of the line by far is She's So LA. This is not a color I would have picked for myself, but I watched Jamie Page try it on a long time ago, and wow, it's a really just stunning color. You would not expect this color to be my favorite on my skin tone, that's for sure, but it is just like the best color if you don't really like blush. You don't want to be pink, you don't want to be red, you don't want to be orange, you don't want to be anything like that. You want to just be a little bronzed, a little sun-kissed. This is the color for you right here. I know it's not a new product, but it's just really nice. It's definitely my favorite I prefer to put these on with a brush for the powder and sponge for the cream, but you can do whatever you would like. So yeah, let's just get started. I'm actually going to be using this e.l.f. sponge. So the bottom of it is like dipped in silicone so it spreads a little bit nicer on the skin instead of soaking up all the product in the sponge. It also gives you more pigmentation. Not that you know you really need it from this formula, but it's just a little bit faster to put on. Big reason why I love these blushes so much is because since I have oily skin, I typically would set everything with powder so that it's locked in throughout the day, but this formula gives me the option to wear the cream on top of all the powder that I have on so that it gives me that luminous finish that I'm looking for on the cheeks without having to overset it with powder and take away from that finish. So that's why I really enjoy these a lot. I think that they're very versatile for oily skin in particular, but they work well on all skin types. You can see that by topping the powder with the cream, you're getting a more luminous effect on the skin. And then on this side, when you top with the powder, you're getting a much more matte effect. Both are very pretty. Both last a long time. This side, the shine is going to fade just a little bit faster because the cream is on top, but it's still very long wearing. Obviously, I'm building these colors up quite a bit so that you can see the shade at its full pigment. I would not typically wear this much blush. I would wear a lot, but not this much. I just wanted to be able to show the difference in the formula when they're stacked and the colors. So yeah, I'm gonna build them up quite a bit. Next we have Oshi's Different. This is a plum shade and I've never tried it, so I'm really excited to try this on. This over here with the powder topped with cream was definitely my signature blush look for many, many, many months. It just looks good with almost every eye look. Next we're going into She's Vibrant here in the center. In case you were wondering the difference between She's Vibrant and Do We Know Her, the cream blushes, here are the two swatched side by side. So the one closest to this palette is She's Vibrant, and then Do We Know Her is on the other side. One is definitely more electric pink coral, and the other one's more of a muted-ish orange. It's still orange, but it's not, you know, punching you in the face. Here's She's So LA by She's Baked for reference. Moving into the Holiday 2022 palette, we're gonna start off with Giving Flirty. You can see a big difference in the creams. Almost dropped something. You can definitely see a difference in the creams here now that I've switched to face swatches, because these have shimmer in them. Here's the 2022 palette, and here is She's That Girl. And you can see that one is less pigmented than the other, and one has shimmer and one does not. I do like the new holiday palette because it is lighter for my skin tone. I understand that that means it doesn't work for a lot of other skin tones. And the one thing I don't like is that it's a little texture enhancing because of the shimmer. But I do think it's still very pretty, and I'm still definitely going to get some use out of this palette. It's just not going to be my #1 favorite from the line or anything, but it's definitely really pretty and fun for the holidays. Okay, my cheeks are starting to burn, so I'm glad we're towards the end. Last in this holiday palette, we have Giving Glossy, which is supposed to be a highlighter shade, but I thought it would be fun to just put it all over the cheek and see what happens. It's gonna be a texture party, but it'll be fun. It's actually not as texture enhancing as I thought. Cute. Maybe we just leave this on for the final look. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this on and add to it. I'm gonna grab the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo in She's Statuesque here. I've made quite a dent in mine, as you can see. It is very well loved. So there's the highlighter and the bronzer on together. And then we're gonna add one of my favorites on top for the final look. If She's So LA is my favorite, then I'd say She's Blushing is a close second. This is really, really, really pretty. And I'm so glad that he added this to the permanent line. Here is She's Blushing next to She's Baked. So there is an undertone difference there. This one's much more red tone, this one's much more brown tone. Alright you guys, here's the finished final look today. I really had a good time trying on all these blushes and remembering how much I love some of these shades. I'm actually more excited about the holiday palette than I expected. Those two first shades were really, really pretty and softer than I'm used to with this brand, but the more pigmented colors are completely stunning as well. So you can't really go wrong. If you're not big into blushes, I definitely recommend She's So LA, but if you really like a rosier brown tone blush, I would try She's Blushing. This is really completely beautiful and would match a lot of different looks. I don't know how I feel about the highlighter in the 2022 holiday palette yet, but I'll have to keep trying it. I did like the effect I got when I did the balm first and then the powder over top, but yeah, it's not quite as blinding as, you know, I would want my highlighter to be, but she's cute, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please let me know what you'd want to see next from me in the comments below. Please subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.